With Crow and Associates. I'm going to get started. Today we're going to talk about the new Prosperity Medicare Supplement that has come out. It's in 24 states. It was just recently approved in Virginia, so we're going to talk about that. And before we get started, though, a couple quick house cleaning things. We do record all these webinars, so for future reference, if you want to attend one, but you can't make the time, just register and you'll get a copy of the recording. We do these webinars every Wednesday and Thursday at 1 o'clock on various topics, sometimes on a new product like this or on just general Medicare things or lead programs, but it's various topics that we do. If you have any questions during the webinar, just send them into the question box and I will answer them. This one's pretty straightforward, so I don't imagine we'll have too many questions for this one. So having said that, let's get started. We're going to talk about Prosperity Medicare Supplements, talk about the rates, which is obviously one of the most important things when it comes to this, given that it has really good rates in Virginia. Commissions, underwriting, and signature options. I'm just going to briefly touch on that. It's fairly standard nowadays. There is an agent application bonus, which is pretty cool, and I'll talk about agency contract levels for the product. This webinar will probably only take about less than 15 minutes. I mean, it's pretty straightforward information, so really shouldn't be a big deal. First, before we get started, I'll just mention Crow and Associates. We're an FMO. We're based out of Connecticut. We're in all 50 states. We work with all major carriers, a lot of the small ones too, and we're flexible enough where we can add carriers as they're needed. We just added a few small ones in the recent months, so we can add a carrier in a specific market if somebody really has to have it. We do have a $500 a month marketing lead and advertising program, so that's eligible to every agent that works with us. If you have your active Medicare contracts with us, and there's no reduction in commission, we're set up so everybody's always paid full street or better direct from the carrier. But if you have your Medicare contracts with us, then you're eligible for $500 a month. Towards leads, marketing, advertising. You can use any company you want. We don't care who it is. You just send us your receipts basically, and we'll reimburse you 100% of your cost, up to $500 a month. That's per agent. After 6 months, then the program reduces down to 50%, but still up to $500 a month paid out. So in other words, after 6 months, you got to be spending $1,000 to get the $500 from us. We have online enrollment capability, I should say online and voice. We have all three national carriers for this. So we have Connecture and Sunfire and My Medicare Bot. Connecture and Sunfire are used for, quoting, comparing. Those not familiar, it is a CRM. So it will save your client's data. You can save doctors lists, drug lists. If you haven't used either one, it is pretty much very similar to Medicare's Medicare Plan Finder. Except for this, you don't have to create a profile and it'll save all your clients. Enrollments are done through email and text, and any enrollments done through those sites with any of the major carriers are coded you as the broker. My Medicare Bot is basically the same thing, except for that does the enrollments via voice signature. So instead of needing an email or text to enroll somebody, you just use pure voice. It is compliant. It's got all the recording mechanisms built in. And it's one process to do voice enrollment for multiple carriers. So really excited about that, and it's a pretty cool thing, especially for a lot of former telesales agents that have gone independent now. A couple other quick things, then we'll get on to the supplement. We do have a seminar selling system. We're using this a lot lately. Long story short, it's a company that we use, a vendor that's in-house that we use that will generate 40 to 60 turning 65 prospects. They'll get 40 to 60 rather 2-year seminar. We can use them for recruiting T65s. The agent does have to find the venue, but they will put the people in the seats. And we can use the same company for agency recruiting seminars to recruit agents. We help agents and agencies with SEO. Crow and Associates our online presence was built using long-tailed keyword search on blogs. I did that personally. I have people that help me now, but we can certainly show you how to do that. The nice thing about it is it really doesn't cost anything as long as you want to put in the time and learn it. And we also offer all the other stuff that uplines traditionally offer. I won't read over the slide, but the usual things like quote sites, applications, contracting, that kind of thing. All right, let's talk about Prosperity's Med Sup. So again, it's a A-rated product. Prosperity is a proprietary Medicare supplement. It's limited distribution, so only certain uplines can distribute it. We are one of them. It's A-rated. It's approved in 24 states. The recent states that were approved are Colorado, Florida, Montana, Ohio, Utah, and South Carolina. I almost didn't know what MO stood for. So I would probably just skipped over it. But anyway, it was just recently approved in those states. I didn't mention Virginia, obviously, because we're talking about Virginia, but it was just approved there in the last couple weeks. Prosperity, like I said, the product is A-rated. It is underwritten by SBLI. If you don't know who that is, that's Savings Bank Life Insurance in Shenandoah Life. So they're the underwriter of the product. Like I said, it is limited contracting distribution. Our agent, there's agent level, which I'll go over with you, and there's agency levels available. So certainly we can accommodate a GA, MGA, SGA on this product. The street, I feel, is very competitive. The commission on street for plans F and G is 22%. The commission for street on level is N is 26%. And of course, these commissions would be higher if you're at a GA, MGA, or SGA level. Unlike most carriers where they determine your ability to get to a level by sub-agents, these guys do it a little different. It's by production. So it's, you know, annual premium is what they use to determine levels. If you are a GA, MGA, SGA, or want to potentially move to an agency level, talk to me about production levels and production requirements. We can have that conversation. I'm going to give you some rate examples now. Okay, as you can see, I quoted, I give you 4 different quotes here I'm going to do, but I quoted Plan N. This is a 65-year-old male in Virginia, and SBLI is the Prosperity product, and as you can see, it is the lowest rated Plan N on CSG in the state. Here's the quote for a female, Plan N, same thing. Female turning 65, Plan N. Again, lowest in the state. So it has the best Plan N rate in the state of Virginia. I quoted Plan F as well. Plan F, this is a 68-year-old male. Of course, all of you know, most likely know that as of anybody who aged into Medicare as of 1/1/2020 or later, they are not eligible for an F, but certainly any of your clients or prospects that were eligible, they didn't have to be enrolled in Medicare, but if they were eligible prior to 1/1/2020, they still can buy Plan F. So it is important. And SBLI Prosperity is the cheapest Plan F by a lot, actually. You know, they're number 1 on N, but it's a small margin, but on F, they've got a very big rate advantage. So that's for a male. There's females, same thing, pretty substantial rate advantage on a Plan F. This product is great for people who can meet underwriting. If they're Medicare eligible prior to 1/1/2020, you could move them to a Plan F, obviously for a great rate. Talk about underwriting and signature options. There's an agent portal that they use. I was going to show an example, but I don't think I will today. It's pretty straightforward agent portal, but through that agent portal, you can do electronic and voice signature for this product, be completed through the portal. Open enrollment applications can be instantly issued. The portal is available to an agent, but it's also available to the insured. So the insured can do things like they can log in, check benefits, check the status of their policy, change their mailing address. So the portal's nice because it's for agents and for your insureds, and you can share that portal with them on the insured side, and they can log in, and that way they can get some updates on their own. It is an automated underwriting product, so 99% of the time decisions are generated at the completion of the application. So the underwriting process is automated and it's instant decision, which is obviously nice for your underwritten situations, given that Virginia is an underwritten state outside of GI. They have an agent application bonus program running. So in addition to the commission, the bonus program is $150 for each underwritten application. This program runs from January 1st through June 30th. And plans F, G, and N qualify. I know on a lot of these, it's only F and G. On this, it's all three, which is great. Payouts are processed 45 days following the end of the month the application is signed. So that's how they pay out the bonus. The regular commissions are paid weekly. I should have put that in there. Standard commissions, you know, the 22 or 26% street is paid weekly. The bonus is 45 days after the application. So there's no minimums to qualify for the bonus currently, but starting April 1, what they're going to say is a minimum of 5 applications, April 1 and beyond. But right now, that 150 will start app number 1. As I mentioned, we do have agency contracting levels available for this product. It's, you know, the standard street I think is very competitive, but if you go to the agency level, there'd be higher comp. In general, it's a 1% increase per level. So we have MGA, RMGA, and SGA available. The reason I didn't list GA in there is because we've essentially made our street commission, so the thing we give an individual, our GA level. So what normally would be the GA, we're calling street. So basically anybody that has this product with us, more or less you're starting off at a GA comp level. We're using that as our individual street agent level. So you'd be MGA, RMGA, and SGA after that for those that qualify. And again, you just want to call us. You see our office number there below. You'd want to call us and talk to us about agency levels, and we could go over the premium requirements to get any of the given levels. There are not production requirements at the GA level because we put everybody there. But, you know, again, that's why we're able to put people at GA as a street agent, basically. But there are obviously production requirements at the other levels. A couple other things that I just didn't mention earlier. Prosperity does pay all agent appointment fees, so that's for agents who are contracting as a resident or your non-resident contracts as well, which is nice. Obviously, a lot of us know there are some carriers out there that do not pay the non-resident appointment fees. There's a few that don't even pay the resident ones, but Prosperity does. There's a 7% roommate household discount, so you don't have to be married. You don't have to both have the product. In fact, you've just got to have somebody else breathing in the household that's 18 years or older to get the 7% roommate discount, which is nice. What are our next steps here? So if this is something you're interested in adding, obviously it's a supplement. You know, there is no certification required, you know, which is the case with pretty much all supplements except for the United Art product. But again, it's a sup. It's just a matter of getting contracted, getting you set up, and have you access your portal and start writing. You can write people through your portal. There is a paper application available for those who still like to use paper, and we do process those. We can email you a contracting link if you want to get started. Again, give us a call if you want to look at higher agency level contracts. And then for those who attended, obviously you listened to the webinar today, but for those who can't make it in the future, just register. And if you register, whether you make it or not, we'll give you a copy of the recording. I'm going to see if we have any questions. I didn't see any popping up. Like I said, I didn't assume we'd get many with this. Let's see if we have any questions. It does not look like we have any at this point. Okay, yeah, no questions at this point. Okay, less than 15 minutes, kind of like I said. Try to keep these short. I know you don't want to listen to me probably for 15 minutes even. So try to keep them short. But thanks for attending. I appreciate it. We do these webinars every Wednesday and Thursday at 1 o'clock. We're going to do another one tomorrow at 1 on Prosperity, just in a different state. So tomorrow we're doing South Carolina, I believe. I forgot there for a moment. But thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. Hope to see you on future webinars, and have a great day. Thank you.